This is not going to be a race between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. I would bet my beloved fishing camp in Maine that is not going to happen. That's not going to happen. So what will happen? Well, I don't know. One of like 400 distinct other possibilities? I mean, I just can't even, pick one. By the way, if it's Gavin Newsom, we all should be very, very concerned. That guy's scary, and I mean it. I mean it, scary. Yeah, but that's a whole separate conversation. But the point is, this will be forced. These issues will be forced soon, like in a year. And the road from here to November of 2024 is going to be filled with developments nobody in this room could foresee. I can promise you that. So it's about to get very serious, for sure. It's only leadership of the world at stake, which is also, by the way, we now know the most lucrative possible political franchise in human history. So everything's at stake. What wouldn't they do? What haven't they done? What might they do next? Let your imagination run wild. So the question, the only one that you can answer is, how will you prepare yourself for that? And because that really is the only question. And I mean, my answers to that in my own life, I'll just tell you what I think. One, be a little bit more serious. Take this seriously. Much as you want to retreat and pretend everything is fine, sit down. It's not fine, okay?
I am not a big politics queen, but it seems to me like the cabal is being destroyed and London Bridge is falling down.
Roseanne Barr, did you see what she said today? She said she doesn't see a 2024 election even happening in the United States.
I don't think we're going to have no election.
You want to bet money?
I'll bet.
How much?
I'll bet big. I don't think we're going to have no election.
$1,000.
All right.
Shake hands.
I did not want to hear that.
I mean, it's possible, because if Russia does technically declare war, or we declare war, then he can stay in.
Right, he could declare martial law, or you could literally go into the War Powers Act, which then takes him out of the occasion, and then you have an entire emergency set up right now.
Give it to me like...
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where you question everything, where you think outside of the box and you read between the lines. I hope you guys are having a great day, and if you're having one of those shitty days, remember, this too shall pass. For now, relax and enjoy. Stick with me until the end. Do me a favor though, please smash that like and subscribe button for me and turn on your post notifications bell on for more unique content like this.
You guys, I want to share with you the secret covenant that you might or might not have heard about. The secret covenant was created by none other than the Rockefellers, and maybe even someone even higher than them, let's be honest. But this is their secret covenant and their clause of things that they wanted to follow. And if you're a conspiracy theorist or a critical thinker and you're aware of what's been going on in the world, you're going to know exactly how suitable this is. This is written word for word, and I want to read it to you. Okay, so bear with me. The secret covenant, an illusion, it will be so large, so vast, it will escape their perception. Those who will see it will be thought of as insane. We'll create separate fronts to prevent them from seeing the connection between us. We will behave as if we are not connected to keep the illusion alive. Our goal will be accomplished one drop at a time so as to never bring suspicion upon ourselves. This will also prevent them from seeing the changes as they occur. We will always stand above the relative field of their experience, for we know the secrets of the absolute. We will work together always, and we will remain bound by blood and secrecy. Death will come to he who speaks. We will keep their lifespan short and their minds weak while pretending to do the opposite. We will use our knowledge of science and technology in subtle ways so that they will never see what's happening. We will use soft metals, aging accelerators, and sedatives in food and water, also in the air. They will be blanketed by poisons everywhere they turn. The soft metals will cause them to lose their mind. We will promise to find a cure from our many fronts, yet we will feed them more poison. The poisons will be absorbed through their skin and mouths, and they will destroy their minds and reproductive system. From all this, their children will be born dead, and we will conceal this information. The poisons will be hidden in everything that surrounds them, and what they drink, eat, breathe, and wear. We must be ingenious in dispensing the poisons, for they can see far. We will teach them that the poisons are good, with fun images and musical tones. Those they look up to will help. We will enlist them to push our poisons. They will see our products being used in the film and will grow accustomed to them and will never know their true effect. When they give birth, we will inject poisons into the blood of their children and convince them that it's for their help. We will start early on. When their minds are young, we will target their children with what the children love most, sweet things. When their teeth decay, we will fill them with metals that will kill their mind and steal their future. When their ability to learn has been affected, we will create medicine that will make them sicker and cause other diseases for which we will create yet more medicine. We will render them docile and weak before us by our power. They will go depressed, slow, and obese, and when they come to us for help, we will give them more poison. We will focus their attention toward money and material goods so they many never connect with their inner self. We will distract them with fornication, external pleasures, and games so that they may never be one with the oneness of it all. Their minds will belong to us and they will do as we say. If they refuse, we shall find ways to implement mind-altering technology into their lives. We will use fear as our weapon. We will establish the governments and establish opposites within. We will own both sides. We will always hide our objective but carry out our plan. They will perform the labor for us and we shall prosper from their toil. Our families will never mix with theirs. Our blood must be always pure, for it is the way. We will make them kill each other when it suits us. We will keep them separated from the oneness by dogma and religion. We will control all aspects of their lives and tell them what to think and how. We will grow them kindly and gently, letting them think that they are guiding themselves. We will foment animosity between them through our factions. When a light shall shine among them, we shall extinguish it by ridicule or death, whichever suits it best. We will make them rip each other's hearts apart and kill their own children. We will accomplish this by using hate as our ally, anger as our friend. The hate will blind them totally, and never shall they see that from their conflicts we emerge as their rulers. They will be busy killing each other. They will bathe in their own blood and kill their neighbors for as long as we see fit. We will benefit greatly from this, for they will not see us, for they cannot see us. We will continue to prosper from their wars and their deaths. They shall repeat this over and over until our ultimate goal is accomplished. We will continue to make them live in fear and anger through images and sounds. We will use all the tools we have to accomplish this. The tools will be provided by their labor. We will make them hate themselves and their neighbors. We will always hide the divine truth from them. They were all one. That they were all one. This they must never know. They must never know that a man's color is an illusion. They must always think that they are not equal. Drop by drop, we will advance our goal. We will take over their land, resources, and wealth to exercise total control over them. We will deceive them into accepting laws that will steal the little freedom they will have. We will establish a money system that will imprison them forever, keeping them and their children in debt. When they shall band together, we will accuse them of crimes and present a different story to the world, for we shall own all the media. We will use our media to control the flow of information and their sentiment in our favor. When they shall rise up against us, we will crush them like insects, for they are less than that. They will be helpless to do anything, for they will have no weapons. We will recruit some of their own to carry out our plans. We will promise them eternal life, but eternal life they will never have, for they are not us. The recruits will be called initiates and will be indoctrinated to believe false rites of the passage through higher realms. Members of these groups will think that they are one with us, never knowing the truth. They must never learn this truth, for they will turn against us. For their work, they will be rewarded with earthly things and great titles, but never will they become immortal and join us. Never will they receive the light and travel the stars. They will never reach their higher realms, for the killing of their own kind will prevent passage to the realm of enlightenment. This they will never know. The truth will be hidden in their face, so close they will not be able to focus on it until it's too late. Oh yes, so grand the illusion of freedom will be that they will never know that they are our slaves. When all is in place, the reality we will have created for them will own them. This reality will be their prison. They will live in self-delusion. When our goal is accomplished, a new era of domination will begin. Their minds will be bound by their beliefs, the beliefs we have established from time. But if they ever find out they are our equal, we shall perish. This they must never know. If they ever find out that together they can vanquish us, they will take action. They must never ever find out what we have done, for if they do, we shall have no place to run, for it will be easy to see who we are once the veil has fallen. Our actions will have revealed who we are, and they will hunt us down, and no person shall give us shelter. This is the secret covenant by which we shall live the rest of our present and future lives, for this reality will transcend many generations and lifespans. This is a secret covenant. This is why it's so important to learn about this, because when you learn about this, you create a life outside of the system. When you're aware of it, you can no longer be controlled. When you know what they want to do, you no longer fall into the traps from health, money, empowerment, purpose, higher vibrations, the music that you're listening to, the food that you're eating, the things that you're consumed with, the video games, the porn. All of this is all a distraction to keep you easily controlled. And once you know, when you change that, exactly like they said, they fear it. Because the more of us that rise up and are aware of what's happening, the more they lose their control, which is exactly what they don't want. And this is why we're recreating what the generation is going to look like. And this is why we're all waiting for the uprise, because we know that this entire plan is going to crumble.
The cabal has been in charge for over 100 years, and I'm just thankful to be alive, and I'm thankful to be witnessing the great fall. Aren't you guys? Let me know your thoughts and opinions. How are you guys feeling? You know, you're getting up for so many amounts of years to get up and go to school, go to work, and to know that we're in the midst of a great change is huge. So I want to know your thoughts. I want to know more of your theories, and just educate me on what I don't know. I like that. I like to learn from others.
You are a slave. When you are born, you get a birth certificate. When a ship pulls up to its bay on water, it's called the birth canal. When they pull up, they get a certificate of manifest certifying all the products on the ship that bring into the country. When you are born in water, through the birth canal, you get a birth certificate, which is your certificate of manifest. This is because you are a product, and this represents your cooperation. This is why when you die, you're called a corpse. So when you get a letter and your name is in full capital letters, that is not you. That is the cooperation that you represent, and that is tied to you your whole life. When we were born into a copyrighted timeline, which is 2023, created by Pope Gregory in the 1500s, which he copyrighted. Therefore, on paper, we are born into a copyrighted timeline, and he owns our bodies, which is our cooperations. You're a biological battery. This is why you get charged in a court, and when you get charged in a court, you go sit in a cell, a battery cell. This is why cities look like motherboards, because we literally are electricity. We are brought and sold on the New York Stock Exchange, and that's what your birth certificate number is. This is us at the very bottom, the debt slaves. Above us you have the entertainment industries, the government, education. All of this is to keep us down here. There's so much more that goes into this, people. Please follow for more.
It does appear, based on some very understated things they say in the Law of One, that they had quite the vast civilization, that they spread out to many neighboring stars. This is the ancient builder race. They colonized all the neighboring stars in our solar system. Then you have to ask yourself, what could have survived for more than 2 billion years? Well, this is very fascinating, because throughout our solar system, according to insiders, we have a cosmic junkyard. What is the junkyard? It is a collection of crystalline ruins. These ruins are made of a glass-like material, and the material is not actually glass. It is a transparent aluminum alloy. There have already been alloys of transparent aluminum made by various companies here on Earth, and when they stress test these alloys, they find out that they are 5 times stronger in their tensile strength than bulletproof glass. As our secret space program has apparently gone beyond our solar system with reverse-engineered technology similar to what they acquired in the Roswell crash over 70 years ago now, they found that all of the approximately 54 different stars in our own local group of stars, which are all gravitationally connected, every one of those stars has planets and moons and satellites with these same crystalline ruins on them. Obelisks, pyramids, and domes.
Fly by the comets, visit asteroids, visit the moon of Mars. There's a monolith there, a very unusual structure on this object that goes around Mars once in 7 hours. When people find out about that, they're going to say, who put that there?
Those obelisks, pyramids, and domes only constitute what is visible on the surface. The ancient builder race spent a lot more energy building inside these moons and planets. We're talking about vast regions that are habitable, where all you really need to do is seal off the door to the outside and reintroduce air pressure. And now you have pressurized an environment that can be occupied by human beings.
What I believe is that in 1976, when Viking did this incredible reconnaissance in the bicentennial summer, They photographed something that was a mystery, was at the centerpiece of the NASA raison d'etre for going to Mars, the search for life, and they then never followed up. It's a set of pictures, two separate sets of frames at two different sun angles that show a collection of pyramids, an astounding geometric regularity in this layout. We don't have to prove they're artifacts. All we have to do is provide probable cause to suspect they could be, and then the ethics of science say you got to go and test.
When you go back to the original NASA imagery of the Martian surface from 1976, there are two frames that really matter. There's 35A76 and there's 70A13. When you compare what is on these two frames, you can clearly see a city of what obviously appear to be pyramids, which apparently again were emulations of the ancient builder race crystal pyramids that they had found throughout our solar system and beyond. There is a gigantic pyramid, estimated to be 1.5 miles wide, and this pyramid is clearly pentagonal, 5-sided. But what is even more fascinating than that is that there are 2 of the 5 corners at the top of the pyramid that are narrower than the others. And when you actually look at the pyramid, it is the 5-star human pattern of the human body. You can superimpose the Vitruvian Man on top of what they call the D&M pyramid on Mars, and it precisely fits. Now, what does that mean? That means the 5-sided pyramid on Mars is anthropomorphic. It is a human image. It is a pyramid built in the image of the human body. So believe it or not, pyramids and obelisks have been found on the moon, on Mars, and on other moons and satellites throughout our solar system that are very damaged and very, very old, over 2 billion years old.
Guys, and let's reference back to my last video on Antarctica and all of the pyramids found there, as well as all over the world. We're definitely an interconnected civilization, and most of you guys don't know it yet.
Religion. You saw some other reports that you...
Yeah, religious documents, yeah. Well,
pretty hard to swallow.
Very hard to swallow.
Saying basically that that we're a product of genetic engineering from someone.
Yeah. How can you just swallow that whole?
Well, how can you swallow any of this stuff?
Well, it's easy to swallow things you can put your hands on and touch and then work with. It's no problem. But when you get into a lot of spiritual stuff and religion, and you were brought here, and we were made by progressive corrections and evolution and that sort of thing, and where it shoots down a lot of the established religions, Catholicism, and everything. Said, essentially it's a tough thing to accept, and why, without hardcore proof, why even bring it up?
I guess the question more should deal with that you actually read a report that said this stuff.
Well, yeah, the only hardcore thing is that there is a extremely classified document dealing with religion, and it's about that thick. Period. But why would there be any classified material dealing with religion? That's the only thing you can say.
What other kinds of classified?
Autopsy. Autopsy. No, that wasn't the last subject.
I want to go back to the religion thing. I want you to say it.
Oh, come on, that's so weird. That's a lot.
I'm not asking you to say what you believe to be a fact. I'm asking you to say what you read in a report that that is distributed at what may be the most top secret facility in the world. Okay.
All right, I'll say it. It's so far out.
All right, your objection has been noted.
Okay.
What does it say?
That we're containers. That's how supposedly the aliens look at us. That we are nothing but containers.
Containers of?
Containers. Maybe containers of souls. You can come up with whatever theory you want, but we're containers, and that's how we're mentioned in the documents. That religion was specifically created, so we have some rules and regulations for the sole purpose of not damaging the containers.
The souls? Meaning?
Well, the souls or the bodies, whatever. Right? That's
meaning like we're containers for souls that they're going to use at some other point.
Right.
And that they had something to do with different prophets and biblical figures.
Yes.
What?
Well, that supposedly Jesus and two other beings were genetically engineered. They were implanted in people on Earth in biblical times, and their births were closely monitored. Now, just some little connections to that my wife had brought up were in the Bible. They said that the star had followed Mary wherever she went, and that all UFO sightings always start out as people, well, gee, that looks like a bright star, and well, in fact, they said in the Bible, the brightest star in the sky followed her where she went.
There's a reason. And this is why I tell you guys, I believe in extraterrestrials. I believe in everything, but I believe in Jesus. There's a reason. When it says we're containers, that's exactly what we are anyway. Even according to the Bible, we're containers. In any religion, we're containers. Okay, but you've heard about the theories of them recycling the souls. You've heard about this. And then, I've talked about it in former videos that I've made about them guiding the prophets and making sure that prophecies come true. Because if you look at all of the prophecies in the Bible, Christ fulfilled every one. Thousands of years it talked about him, and then thousands of years later, not just a couple, every single one that was prophesied, he fulfilled them. No other religion has that. So this is when I say Jesus, you talk about Jesus, they made him into a religion. They made Jesus into a religion. Jesus isn't what you think. They made him into the religion that you've got to do this and you've got to do that. Yes, he did come. Yes, he did come to die. Yes, he did. But it's a lot different. That's the reason we talk about Christ consciousness. Jesus said, I'm not of this world. He kept telling them over and over and over, I am not from this world. And there was a reason he said that. Now, Jesus knew, but he said there was two other beings. Who were the other two beings? Bob Lazar is not making this up. Bob Lazar didn't even want to talk about this. This is the same information that had Jimmy Carter weeping and bawling. But what about Jesus? What is it about Jesus? Why was his birth monitored? Why did the UFO, the star, why did they follow? Because he came to do exactly what he said he came to do. To rescue you from the prison planet. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll never understand it anyway. I'm here to tell you that Christ consciousness is a real thing. Your prayers are a real thing. Answered prayer is a real thing. I know I've had plenty of answered prayer, and it's happened over and over and over and over and over. So nobody's going to tell me it's fake, because I know it's real. There's a real thing is faith. There's a real thing is speaking things into existence. But what is the connection? I want to hear you guys tell me, because there are extraterrestrials. What is the connection with Jesus? Is Jesus an alien? I mean, come on. Let's just be straight up about this thing. What's going on here? Or, here's the big thing. And see, I'm not telling you. I'm letting you decide. Are these demonic spirits doing this to our leaders, convincing them that way people are totally strayed away from their faith? Tell me, what do you think? Do you think we're just little soul containers? We are anyway. Are we just little soul containers to be used for whatever purpose they have? We know our consciousness is real. We know we're an entity. We know we're a spirit. We know we're a being. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. I got a pretty good idea what's going on. I got a pretty good idea. I've been here before. How about you? Some of us remember things. So there's no saying, oh, you're crazy, or what you're saying is far-fetched, because I know what I've done. I know what I've done. You don't. Do you know what you've done before? Have you been here before? Do you have any recollection of anything you've done before? I promise it. I promise you. You've been here before.
Guys, I'm gonna leave this a lengthy clip up for debate. Just curious. I just want to know your thoughts and your opinions. Give me your theories. Let me pick your brain. What's your opinion about this lengthy video that I just posted? I want to feed off of your brain. I want to know, what are your theories? What do you think? Let me know your thoughts. Are we genetically modified individuals? Are we being hoarded? Are we being farmed underneath this dome? Let me know your thoughts.
Christ means king. It means anointed. So Christ is anointed. It's crown consciousness. When you come up from the root, see how many petals there are? That's how limited you are. You can only have 4 directions. You can only go left, right, back, and up. When you go to Christ consciousness, you can move in all directions. Unlimited now. I'm you and you are me. We are all consciousness, experiencing life in different bodies. And the more you are aware of, the smarter you become, the more towards oneness you harmonize.
So this right here, this guy is called Divine Being Divine. You guys can see his hashtag for TikTok. Go follow him on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. He's such a great muse. He's a great influencer. I know that he's of a younger age, I will assume. But yeah, his teachings are incredible. He piggyback rides off of Santos Bonacci, and he is such a great inspiration as well. So shout out to Julio, Divine Being Divine. Yeah, thank you for everything. Thank you for enlightening me, and look where I am today. So thank you.
Small boys, tall boys, ain't nobody big as us. We ain't drinking tall boys, but ain't nobody pissed as us. Y'all just some fall boys, ain't nobody piff as us. Y'all carry small toys, ours will leave your shit to dust. Small boys, turquoise, ain't no one's as thick as us. This is us, all boy, not a drop of bitch in us. Y'all soft as pawpaw, we made it out the glitch, it's us. Ain't nobody slick as us, ain't nobody rich as us. Of course they look a different way, demons they be huddling. Cloudy about to flood again, now it's about to puddle in. My style's allowed to stumble in, like pounds allowed get smuggled in. Now while they're getting drunk again, but childish and some funky skin. Not volatile, I got a smile, I'm cauliflower crumbling. I'm crocodiles, I'm blending in, camouflage, shedding skin. I'm not aroused, I'm abstinent, I'm consonants and vowels. From fossils to fossil fuels, no drugs in my follicles.
When I'm alone, I'm in my garden, ebbing low, don't text it, call him working now, you getting stronger, only drinking filtered water out the tap, turns you to zombie, make you fall and hit the concrete, make you gay just like a froggy, don't obey, they'll carbon copy me, they'll try to fatten on me, yo, hello everybody, I'm the realest in this rap game, hell no, I won't mess with bodies, I'm a winner, coldest winner, bro, but I know hella hotties, I already know they wantin' me, they boyfriends wanna jockey, wanna stop me, murk and drop me, I'm a merchant with an army in this world that I created with my mind's imagination, see Polaris in the north, that's what I use for navigation. Homie, heaven's where I'm going once I live through Armageddon. By myself, I do it solely, life is just a comic lesson. In and out all by my lonely, all my memories a trophy.
That was it for this compilation, guys. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did like the content, please like, subscribe, turn your post notifications bell on so that you can be notified next time I do another drop. See you next time. Stay safe and take care.